talk that truth. No cap, no script, just the heart of the booth. From the bay to the world, let the cannons go boom. Seeing Herm in the building, Buccaneers in the room. Guard lands on the mic with the fire every time. Herman break it down with the facts in the line. Two truck drivers rolling, but we never switch lanes. Loyal to the bus, got the Q-Leg in our veins. Shout out Mike Evans, that legend never quits. And Levante David, the heart of our blitz. Real fans, real talk, keep the energy right. It's real Bucks talk every day, every night. Fight 'em cans. Let's ride.
Bucks fans, Bucks fans, Bucks fans. Listen, it's the day after another loss. Something we have become to start to get used to. Something I don't like, a taste I don't like. Hey, listen, there's some things going on that's going to have to be addressed during this off season. But that's not what this show is about, Bucks fans. This show is about the NFC South. I just want to have a few moments of your time to discuss what I think needs to happen for realignment of the playoffs. So this is not just about us Bucks fans. This is about NFL fans. Now, you guys let me know how you feel about it, what you think about it. Hell, you might not even agree with me, but just hear me out. Because I've been reading a lot of posts today, and I'm seeing a lot of fans saying, even if we make the playoffs, they're not going. The stadium's going to be empty. Stop buying merchandise and things of that nature. First off, I would like to say we should always support our team, right? That's financial support, which gives back to the team, okay? That's number one. I would never say not to support our team. That's not a true fan. Now back to what I was saying, the NFC South, all right. So the NFC South consists of our beloved Bucks, all right? The Panthers, the Saints, and the Falcons. I'm quite sure we all know what everybody's records are in this division, so I don't even have to go over that, right? So someone is going to win this division with less than 10 wins, right? And to me, that's unacceptable. I hear people saying, and I'm one of them, you know, either if it's us or the Panthers go, we're going to lose in the first round, right? We already know that. So with that being said, I have come up with this idea to where the NFL should not realign the divisions, but realign the playoffs. And what I mean by that is, what we discussed earlier, one of these teams are going to win a division with less than 10 wins, right? So I'll give you the division win, you get that crown, but you will not make the playoffs, okay? Your playoff position, seeding, should go to another team that has more than 10 wins, like for instance, in the NFC West, right? You have the 49ers, you have the Seahawks, and you have the Rams, right? And one of those teams may not make it, right? So with that being said, they should get either the Bucks or the Panthers spot in the playoffs, right? And then what happens is, I believe the Bucks or the Panthers, whoever win the NFC South, should draft higher, right? Because they didn't make the playoffs. And then the team that from that other division that goes should draft in the spot where their playoff team drafts. Now, the NFL talks about parity. That is parity. That's how you bring parity to the league. That's how your team gets better. I hear people talk about the Steelers and saying how they would never be able to get a franchise quarterback for the simple reason that they're always in the playoffs. They're always getting bounced in the first round, right? Because you know your seeding in the playoffs and making the playoffs determines where you get where you draft that following year. So this idea would end that. This idea would end that. You guys let me know what you think about that, okay? My son also said, no, Dad, he said they should still go to the playoffs. He said, but they shouldn't get a playoff game. And I said, well, that's an idea too. Next, let's talk about the matchup that's coming up Saturday. So now we know that it's going to be a Saturday game. Panthers versus Bucks. Me, honestly, I see people saying, root for the Panthers so you can get a lower seeding. A higher draft order. It's hard for me being a real fan to go against my team. I'm just saying. I'll tell people all the time. We don't have to tank. They're doing it for us. You know what I mean? But in this game, honestly, this game could go either way. If you've seen the Panthers play, their play is similar to the Bucks, but I think the Panthers' problem is they're young, right? And two, they both have the same problem. They both don't have a lot of talent. Let's just be honest. They don't have a lot of talent. Neither team. I'm gonna say this. I call it the Tom Brady effect. Okay, the Bucks have been in rebuild mode since we won that Super Bowl. Actually, if you think about it, it was before the Super Bowl, that year before, right? That year of, I should say, because if you go look at our salary cap numbers, 0. In order to get everybody here to win that Super Bowl, that's what we had to do. Now, I'm not mad at Jason or saying he's wrong for that, because I probably would have did the same thing, right? The goal of every NFL team in the beginning of the year is to win the Super Bowl, and we did that, right? We did that. So yeah, we mortgaged the future, but now the future is here. And see, a lot of people don't understand we're in rebuild mode because it never looks that way. We've been able to win a division because this was a weak division. But now teams are starting to catch up, okay? So it didn't look like a rebuild mode, but it actually has been. Winner takes all, man. Week 18, winner takes all. Winner wins a division and gets a home playoff game. Let's look at their numbers. I think this game's gonna end, go down to the wire, and it's gonna end up on one of these guys' shoulders. One of these guys is gonna win the game for us, for their team. Let's look at the comparisons, man. So Baker has a total of almost 3,500 yards. Bryce has 27, 28, you might as well say. Touchdown, Mayfield has 25. Bryce has 21. Interceptions, they both have 10. Here's my thing with Baker. Baker's interceptions come in very key moments, man. Very key moments. And it loses the game for us. 2 interceptions yesterday in key moments. And then his interceptions are game-changing, and they're also boneheaded. Like, he's been in the league for 8 years, and he's staring down receivers. He didn't see the safety sit in the middle of the field. That's nor here or there. Completion percentage, Baker's at 61. Bryce is at 63. I think this is year 3 for Bryce, and this is year 8 for Mayfield, and then numbers are can be compared. They're close, is what I'm saying. Their numbers are close. And this is year 8 for Baker. And I hear people saying he's a franchise quarterback. Hey, while we're on that, let me say this. Me personally, I would go kick the tires on Matt Jones over there in San Francisco. He ain't gonna cost you much. He shouldn't cost you much. I would go kick the tires. I don't know if we can keep him and bring Matt Jones in and have a real QB battle, unlike what they said was the QB battle was last year with Trask. I think that'll be a real QB battle. You guys let me know what you think about that. But yeah, I think the game is going to come down to these 2 guys. And honestly, I would have to go with Bryce Young. Well, yeah, guys, that's all I got for you now. It's Real Bucks Talk with G. Let me know what you think. Hey, go subscribe to our channel, Real Bucks Talk on YouTube with G and Herm. Please subscribe. Appreciate you guys.
Talk that truth, no cap, no script, just the heart of the booth. From the bay to the world, let the cannons go boom. G and Herm in the building, Buccaneers in the room. Guard lands on the mic with the fire every time. Break it down with the facts in the line. 2 truck drivers rolling, but we never switch lanes. Loyal to